EastEnders favorite Whitney, played by Shona McGarty, couldn't be more excited to become a mother, and although Zack, James Farrar, didn't have fatherhood on his mind, he agreed to step up and help Whitney with the baby. However, it seems he will be struggling with personal issues in future episodes, and in scenes yet to air, Whitney asks him to take a step back. Could the snub hurt Zack enough for him to leave Walford? The BBC soap has confirmed a huge storyline for Zack, who learns he might have HIV after a former acquaintance named Brett Fabrizio Santino arrives on the square. In upcoming scenes on the BBC soap, Zack is preparing for the tasting at Walford East, where he attempts to feign confidence. While Suki Panesar, Balvinder Sipal, and her husband Nish, Naveen Chowdhury, head to the restaurant, they overhear Chelsea Fox, Zaria Abrahams, talking about Zack deserting Whitney and their baby. Although the event starts well, Zack is rattled by Suki's nitpicking and disapproval regarding Whitney. Later, Zack smashes a glass and cuts his hand, which causes him to lose it as he storms out. He soon realizes he needs to face up to things and stop avoiding his fears. Meanwhile, Whitney prepares for her baby scan alone, prepared to deal with her pregnancy by herself. Zack's pal Martin Fowler, James By, thinks Zack is just being uptight about becoming a dad. He has a chat with him and Zack which inspires Zack to take some responsibility. Whitney heads off to the scan with Chelsea, Felix Baker, Matthew James Morrison, Finley Baker, Ashley Byam, and Sonia, Natalie Cassidy. Zack watches as the group leaves together, but he remains behind. Meanwhile, at the hospital, Whitney is overwhelmed with love to see her baby for the first time. Zack is desperate to know the results of the baby's tests and asks Sonia. This gets back to Whitney, who soon starts to wonder if she should give him another chance. Whitney is a bag of nerves after getting a text from the clinic, so Zack offers to support her as she opens it. She thanks Zack but tells him it'd be best if he kept his distance now. Could this latest rejection be too much for Zack after he finally decides to be there for Whitney? Perhaps the troubled character will decide to leave Walford to escape his problems. It's possible his sister, Sharon Watts, Letitia Dean, will find out what's really troubling him and convince him to stay and face the issue. The two have a strong relationship and have provided a shoulder to cry on for each other since Zack turned up in Walford. Will Zack listen to Sharon and face up to what's going on, admitting the truth to Whitney? EastEnders continues on Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. on BBC One.